Hi there, Ken and Danny here, and in this video we're gonna be talking about what to carry with us during our bike rides. And since we do take different stuff for shorter and longer rides, we're gonna start with the shorter ones. So, when I'm gonna be cycling somewhere in the neighborhood, because I've got some forests and nice places to go on my road bike and mountain bike, so I don't have to carry many things with me, I would always have something to drink. For casual rides, not always. For training, always I would take a bottle of water at least with me. Then I would have, of course, my keys and some ID and money. It's good when it comes when we take it in the waterproof casing. Most of the times, even on my shorter rides, I would take my phone with me, and it's good also to make sure that you've got someone on your contacts written as ICE and then name, or wife or anything, dad or mom. ICE means in case of emergency, and it can be helpful in case of emergency. So these are the things I would take for almost all of my rides. If the ride will be even in the neighborhood but longer than 1.5 hours, I would also have something to eat with me, and usually these would be bananas for me. I find them very cheap and very healthy and good source of food and energy for cycling. So this is when I'm not leaving the neighborhood. Maybe I'm not more than 1 or 2 kilometers away from my home. If I'm gonna be biking a little bit further, then apart from those things I would have always with me, I will take also bananas, because these will be longer rides. I'm also using the energy gels, but I use them only for racing, most of the time for racing, because these are quite expensive and these are not fully natural, and I find a good water or energy drink along with the bananas very good and completely enough for me. So then it's good to have a mini pump. I always have it when I'm maybe 2 kilometers or more away from my home, because it's not nice to be walking home with a flat tire. So a mini pump that is not heavy. This one that I love very much is the Crank Brothers with the small pressure gauge. It does the job, and also it has the small system for high volume and high pressure. So when I start to inflate my flat tire, I would set it for high volume, and then I'm putting into my tire high volume of the air. And then when it gets quite difficult to push against the pump, then you just set it for high pressure, and then we can finish up pumping the tire. I have also a smaller ones like this one. This is a cube pump. It's much smaller and much lighter. It comes also with a frame mount. You could mount it just under the bottle cage, but I don't like having this on the frame, anywhere on the frame. It doesn't look nice, and if I don't want to use the pump, it's just sticking out. So I'm not using this, but packing such small pump with you would be just fine. Yeah, it may feel like forever when you're trying to pump a 29er wide tire, but still we don't catch flat tires so often, so this pump would also do the job. Along with the pump, we need a repair kit or a tubes, and usually I take both. Most of the times my Camelbak would be always packed, so I would only take the phone and ID and the keys and some other stuff with me, and the rest is always there. I never forget them. But one thing I have to make sure is that I have the right tube for the ride, because when I'm riding mountain bike, this road bike tube wouldn't be helpful for me. This repair kit with the patches is alright, but when I don't have that much place in my Camelbak, I would just take those out and just put it like this somewhere in the pocket. It's also good to have patches already with the glue, so you don't have to carry the glue with you. You just have the patches. It doesn't take any space or it weighs nothing, so it's very convenient for us to have it in our bag. So these will be the things I'm gonna take for most of my rides, and then of course the multi-tool. This is a Park Tool IB3. I'm very happy with this one, but I'm gonna tell you in another video what should we know about multi-tools when we buy them. This one has a chain tool, which is very important for me, and all of the hex keys that I need for my bicycle. Some people would also take a chain link. I don't use a chain link and I actually never had any problems with my chains. But you know, just for the peace of mind and just in case, having the chain tool with you in your multi-tool kit is also good. So no matter the length of the ride, if I'm gonna be away from home, I will take all that stuff that you can see here. But now when we are shooting for some high mountains and the weather can be changeable, then it's also necessary to have some kind of jerseys and even hat with me. What I like the most is some lightweight jersey with a wind stopper that you can easily pack either on your jersey pockets or just in my bag. I will do it in a minute, I will show you. And then I also have my hat from Made by Craft with the wind stopper that is very lightweight and it's very helpful when it's getting quite cold on the longer descents in the mountains. Alright, we are far away from home and anything can happen. Then I would be using my power gels because they don't take that much place and they have more energy. So I would be able to pack more energy to my Camelbak instead of these bananas. I would have those in my jersey pockets just for the beginning, but those won't last for a whole day. Then it's also necessary to have patches, but not for your inner tubes, rather for your skin if anything happens. And also those small little bags with the zip tie lock that are completely waterproof will help you to pack all the stuff like these patches, for example. Then the zip ties themselves can be very helpful. They are very light, they're super light, and they don't take much space in your Camelbak or any bag you're using. So having those with you will be all right. Plus some tape will help you to fix like broken shoe or anything in your bike, so that you won't have to be walking home. So this is basically everything I would take with me for shorter and longer rides. Now I'm gonna pack everything to my Camelbak and we'll just see how much it weighs. Alright, we take those energy gels. Let's try with a lighter one, with the mini pump from Cube. In my Camelbak I have special place here where the pump will fit and there is no risk of losing it. Alright, now the phone and the multi-tool will never be in the same pocket, also the keys. So I've got my Caterpillar. It's very durable because the iPhones or other smartphones I had would be broken very easily. So into the pocket here, down here, I'm gonna put my my phone. Then I'm gonna take some patches and the glue because I have those I need glue for, and my inner tube. I don't need two inner tubes. When I have one inner tube and the patches, I don't feel like needing anything else. Alright, then the keys, I've got a special lock for the keys here in the upper pocket. So since I already have something rough in the upper pocket, I will also put here the multi-tool. And let's say, shall we take those gels with us? We take two gels here to the upper pocket. Then the ID comes in here, so it just fits here. I forgot the tape, let's put it just here. And the zip ties. This Camelbak is not large, but I still have a lot of place for my jersey and my hat, so let's just put it into it. Alright, this is how it looks like. Now we're gonna check the weight. I would say it's just around 1 kilo. Yeah, 1.4. So all this equipment, along with 2 power gels, which will last maybe for an hour, hour and a half of riding. Maybe one more thing I would do is not only to use those waterproof plastic bags with the zip tie lock, but also just a regular plastic bag that we, carry all our shopping on. And I would wrap up all this equipment into those, because now you'll hear everything on any bumps, and by using just the regular plastic bags, it will just all fit in, it will be quiet, and we are ready to go for some exciting mountain bike and road bike rides. So I'm all packed, but I'm gonna also mention that I know some guys that would also take for a longer ride some cables with them, and also some derailleur hangers. I myself don't do it because for 20 years of mountain biking I've never damaged my derailleur hanger, and I've been doing some rough biking and I've never lost any of my cables during my rides. But still, maybe you would like to have those, maybe your riding style is very tough for the bike, and then you would like to have also the derailleur hanger and the cables, and since they are very light and don't take much space, it's also okay to have them with you. Now, if there are other things that you carry with you always, just let me know in the comments, and I see you soon in another video. Bye bye!